I decided to aim train on AimLabs for 30 days. To be honest, I decided to do this because I got a new mouse pad and it made my aim worse. So starting off, I needed to find an AimLabs routine. I needed something for tracking, flicking, and precision. And you can't play AimLabs without the grid shot, you know what I'm saying? So starting off, I made sure I matched my crosshair, sens, and color outlines for the player model. So now that I got my settings and my scenarios, it's time for day one, baby. So to get started, I decided to use the scenario grid shot just to warm up my aim, because I know a lot of I wouldn't say professional, but you know, AimLab gods say that grid shot is not what you use to improve your aim. So I'm just using it to warm up my aim. So after my first time running grid shot, I hit the score 71,000, which I think is pretty good. And for the second run, I hit 72,000, which is, you know, a 1,000 difference. But hey, every improvement counts. Ooh, hold on. So I proceed to do the same thing for each scenario, run it 2 times, rack up my highest scores from the 2 runs. And I'm not gonna lie, for someone who has little to no hours, I feel like these scores are pretty good. I'm not trying to pat my toot my newt. How does it go, like poot my toot? Toot my horn. Toot my horn. It was toot my horn. Yeah. So for day one, I really didn't notice much of a difference, but I'm not surprised. If you go to the gym and start working out, you're not going to notice a difference in your physique until after some time. So I really didn't notice much of a difference, but I will say that because me being a high sense player, it takes a second for my aim to warm up, and it was kind of feeling already warmed up when I hopped on.
He's to the right, he's to the right. Oh, he jumped off.
3 gone.
Goes back left.
No! So hopping into day 5, bro, I was breaking all sorts of high scores, man. I literally broke a high score for every single scenario. Woo! Day 5, baby! You gotta be on demon timing with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of saving this title and thumbnail.
Ooh, sorry, I just got a new high score.
Nice.
Ooh, another high score, yeah. Also wanted to mention that for the flicking scenario, I changed it to something else. The other one was more like a precision scenario over a flicking scenario. Ooh, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Leading on to day 5 of Valorant, I will say this. I'm starting to feel one with the mouse pad a little bit more, but I still don't have control over my sens.
One enemy remaining.
Oh! No, run! Holy shit, Luba's angry.
You see all that wobbling and shaking? I want control over my aim. That's what I'm trying to say. So sliding into day 10, I hit a high score on grid shot off screen in between the days of 5 and 10. So for switch track, I noticed one weird thing is that like my aim is getting a lot better in tracking for some weird reason. I guess the mouse pad I'm using is faster, so it makes tracking easier. New high score, baby. Now if you remember what I was saying, I wanted more control over my aim. Unfortunately, AimLabs blessed me with that. For the precision one, my score started going up and I can start feeling more control with the mouse pad and more control over my aim. So twerking our way onto day 10 in Valorant, I noticed one big thing. I'm starting to get my flickiness back. I'm assuming because I'm getting more confident with the pad, I'm getting used to the pad, and AimLabs itself is helping me with that.
Nice. Holy shit.
Enemy remaining.
Another.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
So flexing into day 20, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of gave myself a personal goal to hit 100k on grid shot. But how the fuck am I supposed to hit 100k in 10 more days, bro? Ow! What is that? Like, how do you make your wrist move that fast? Even though 100k seems so far away, I was still happy over every little increment of improvement.
Julio dropped out of high school in the 9th grade.
Oh,
He was
let's
16.
go, baby!
Around that time, while
What?
exiting a school bus,
What?
Julio was shot once.
For tracking, I improved off stream, but you know, I was keeping a consistent high score. And for precision, I just kept getting better and better. Look at them high scores. Look at them scores. And for flicking, I kept improving off stream. Ooh, okay. Nah. Day 20 on Valorant. Hold on. I know you guys can hear the more energy in my voice. Noob, cut the music. Cut the music real quick. Please. Listen. All I gotta say is success. What? What did he say? Success. I said success. You know why? Because within this time frame of me aim training around that time, you know, day 20 and stuff, that's when I started blowing up on YouTube. And it was probably because of my aim. Even though, granted, I did, you know, I had some pretty good video ideas, but I started blowing up on YouTube because, you know what I'm saying? So within this time frame on Valorant day 20-ish, bro, I was hitting the best clips in my whole entire life. Some of you guys probably already seen it, but I'm gonna show you guys the whole thing over again. If you haven't seen these, if you haven't seen these clips, open your eyes and watch the sensation of reality. I will show you what God has created for you to observe.
One suppressed. Flashbang. Got him.
Ooh!
Get in the end!
What the? No! What was that?
Okay, little boy. I see you.
One enemy remaining.
What the fuck, man?
Spike down.
Holy
B.
shit, man.
Flash. Flash.
One enemy remaining.
Yup.
Oh, holy yonder, bro.
So as you can see, the evidence is like right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? Day 20, we was peaking. But here's when things get interesting. So, day 30 plus, I could not beat any high scores. I can't get past 80,000. Granted, I will get within that range, and unfortunately, I wanted to hit 100k in a grid shot. Man, I really wanted to, but it just wasn't happening. My wrist just wasn't moving fast enough. My arm wasn't moving fast enough. I don't know why, but I was not hitting 100k on grid shot. I was not getting any higher scores on anything, but I was staying within the ballpark range of those high scores. And the same thing on Valorant.
Oh my, dude, bud.
Spike down. One enemy.
Valorant, I wasn't getting any crazier clips. It was just staying within that ballpark of range of quality of clips. So in all, I personally think it worked. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, if anything, I peaked sooner than the 30 days. So that's a good thing, bro. Like, that's good. So in all, my personal opinion, it worked. AimLabs worked for me. It may not work for others, it may not work for you, but it worked for me, and I'm gonna continue to aim train, probably more than I aim train in CS:GO. I'm gonna replace AimLabs with CS:GO. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a lazy human being. I'll admit that. I didn't write a script. I just said I winged it. I didn't care. So because of that, obviously it came with a lot of stutters. Now, if you guys are, there's no more information about the aim training after this. If you don't care about anything else, then click off this video. Now, if you just want to hear me fucking struggle to speak as if I was a 5-year-old, then you continue to watch. Word. So we're gonna start. Whoa. So for tracking, I went ahead and. So for tracking, I went ahead and. Fuck. So for tracking, I went ahead and. So for tracking, I'm gonna run switch track. Flicking, I'm gonna run pipe your. So for tracking, I'm gonna do switch track. The aim training consists of, and you can't play AimLabs. So starting off, I needed an AimLabs routine. I found it. So starting off, we needed a routine to help us with flicking us. So to start off with, that is crazy. I am not gonna lie. So starting off with our first scenario, I'm gonna now that we got the settings in our game modes, game modes. Am I British? Am I English now? Game modes. So the reason why I did this was because the previous mouse pad that I used has worn out after drop the base. So starting off our match, so to get my aim warmed up after a fresh day, huh? So to wake up my aim, we're gonna start off with grid shot. I'm using grid shot only away. I'm using grid shot. I'm using grid. Yep. Made my aim bad. It made me look like. Made my aim bad. It made it look like I installed the game yesterday. No. Today. It made it look like a precise game. You still have moments where you need to practice tracking. So the next scenario I decided to run was so for day one, I really didn't notice much of a So sliding into day 10 on grid shot, I hit a high score. So sliding into day 10, in the grid shot, I hit my